Mount Pleasant, South Carolina is an upscale city that has a blend of historic districts and modern amenities. It's hard not to fall in love with the area, and that's why it's grown so much in the past couple of years. But did you know that Mount Pleasant is home to some of the most sought-after neighborhoods in all of South Carolina? What's up, y'all? It's Shawn, your Charleston realtor. And in this video, I'm going to highlight, dare I say, the top neighborhood in all of Mount Pleasant, which is Ion. This neighborhood is Southern tradition at its finest and is worlds apart from any traditional neighborhood you'd find in the suburbs. So whether you're watching to learn more about Ion or you're thinking about moving to Mount Pleasant, this video is for you. So let's dive right in. So you're probably asking yourself, what and where is Ion? It has one of the best locations in the heart of Mount Pleasant, just north of Highway 17. It's about a 10-minute drive to downtown Charleston, a 5-minute drive to Shem Creek, and about a 20-minute drive from two of the most popular beaches in the entire Charleston area. It's the perfect blend for people who value the peaceful and upscale suburban life while still being close to everything the area has to offer. The neighborhood is one of the best locations in all of Mount Pleasant with top-tier amenities, all while living close to the heart of Charleston. Sounds pretty great, right? If you want to learn more about Mount Pleasant, I just made a video giving you my unfiltered opinion about the area, so I'll leave a link in the description down below. So what is Ion? It's a planned residential community that was designed with the principles of new urbanism. This means that it was intentionally planned to be walkable with areas that have mixed-use spaces and amenities that bring the community together. It aims to counteract the sprawling, car-dependent neighborhoods, so everything you would want or need is a short walk away. It was named after Jacob Bond Ion, who was a prominent South Carolina statesman, military officer, and war hero from the 19th century who owned a lot of land here back in the day. Fast forward to 1998, and this is when Ion, as we know it, was officially established. From the outset, developers attempted to build homes that reflected the historic charm of Charleston while maintaining pragmatic home building practices. For example, the homes were built with driveways and garages, and get this, air conditioning in mind, while still maintaining the exterior aesthetics that you would expect to see from Charleston homes built in the 1800s. The developers were very intentional with the design of this neighborhood, and it really shows. Many of the streets are lined with grand oak trees and stunning large houses that reflect popular Southern architecture. This is one of the big reasons that Ion is so sought after. One of the most iconic home styles in Ion is the Charleston single home, and if you've been to Charleston, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. These styles of homes are known for being narrow and long with distinct design elements like porches. They typically have a narrow front that faces the street with the long side of the house extending backwards. On average, these homes are about 2 to 3 stories tall and feature a piazza or a covered porch that runs on the side of the home. It's also really common to see columns and porches that resemble something out of ancient Greece. It helps give the area a more upscale feel. In Ion, you'll find a diverse range of homes with some styles that look more like a cozy cottage all the way up to grand mansions that are over 6,000 square feet. If you love a walkable community with beautiful large homes, then Ion is a must-see. It's really hard to take a bad photo in this neighborhood. Developers were also intentional with the land usage because around 30% of the land in Ion was preserved for community spaces, parks, and amenities. Imagine builders today showing such restraint with buildable land. It's just not going to happen. The neighborhood has a network of walking trails that connect to these parks, the Ion Club, and 2 different lakes. Also, some of these walking trails connect to the canals and the footbridges in between the 2 lakes that feel like Charleston's own little version of Venice. There are approximately 6 miles of walking trails with 2.5 miles of marshfront paths. You can actually go crabbing on a few of these docks as well. Ion features 12 parks throughout the community that were integral to the neighborhood's design. Some of these parks are called pocket parks, which means they are smaller, normally in the form of a 1/4 acre, but because there are so many connected by so many walking trails, they offer plenty of green spaces with natural elements. Now that we know what Ion is and where it's located, let's talk about some of the amenities in the area. Ion has an amenity center called the Ion Club, and this is a private club that offers residents and members a variety of sports and social activities. The club has a fitness center, 3 saltwater pools, with one of the pools being a junior Olympic-sized pool. It also has 6 tennis courts and 4 pickleball courts. The club even has a restaurant in it. This is one of the standout features of the neighborhood, and it's easy to see why. Because this is a private club, you do need to be a member, but what's nice is you don't actually have to live in Ion to be a member here. But it does come with a hefty price tag depending on the type of membership you want, so, buyer beware. The next amenity we have in Ion is the amphitheater, because why not? This is a unique venue that is a little smaller but can still fit between 300 and 500 people. It's another area with a lot of green space, and it actually has Westlake as the backdrop. It's located in the heart of the neighborhood with easy access for everyone. It's mostly used for outdoor concerts, some plays, and family movie nights, but people who live in the community also practice yoga here. It's a popular spot for families because of the summer concert series and holiday celebrations, so if you and your family love these kinds of activities, then this could be a great amenity for you. As if all these other amenities weren't enough, Ion has its own freaking shopping and dining center called the Ion Square. This is a commercial hub in Ion and gives convenient access to smaller, locally owned restaurants and shops. It's a mixed-use development, meaning that it blends residential living and retail spaces. It's located just a short walk away from the Ion Club near the front of the neighborhood. There aren't any large chain stores here, but instead just local businesses. There's a barbershop, salon, multiple restaurants, with some of the most popular being the O'Brien's Pub, the Square Onion, and the Shellmore. Another mixed-use shopping area close by is Shellmore Village. It's known for its little eclectic shops, and it has a few restaurants. So if you're visiting the area or you're a homeowner here, you'll have plenty of convenient shopping and restaurant options just minutes from your front door. And depending on where you live, that could be minutes walking from your front door. Earlier, I touched on the fact that there are two lakes in Ion, and they're called East Lake and West Lake because I guess the developers couldn't be creative on the day they chose those names, I guess. These are freshwater lakes, with the largest being the East Lake by far. East Lake has its own dock, which is a pretty standout feature. You can launch your paddle boards, canoes, kayaks, and even go fishing here. West Lake also allows for similar activities, but that isn't typically what folks come to West Lake for. The West Lake area is more designed for the scenic views and walking paths rather than focusing on water activities. Another cool amenity in the area is the Rookery. This is a wildlife sanctuary mostly for birds and other wildlife that has a circular walking trail around the wetlands. It's filled with greenery and tall grasses that makes for a really peaceful walk. It actually feels like you're in nature here, not actually in a neighborhood, which is really, really neat. I know that tends to be a trend here with Ion. With everything, it's no surprise that Ion is one of the most unique neighborhoods in all of Charleston and likely the entire state of South Carolina. I'm looking at you, Columbia. What do you have? Now, this wouldn't be a living in Charleston suburbs video if we didn't talk about real estate. This neighborhood has approximately 750 homes with no new construction because it's already been built out. However, resale homes do come onto the market periodically, so if you want to purchase here, it is possible. But I should warn you that the resale market in Ion remains incredibly competitive for all the reasons I have talked about in this video. Because this is a top-tier neighborhood and one of the most desirable cities in all of South Carolina, you can expect it to come with a pretty hefty price tag. According to Redfin data in August of 2024, the median sales price for a single-family home here was nearly $2.9 million. At the time I'm recording this in 2024, the most affordable home in the neighborhood is currently listed at $1.7 million. It's a 2,500 square foot home, which for the neighborhood is a little smaller on the size. Now, if owning a home in Ion isn't for you, it's still an amazing spot to visit on vacation. The Inn at Ion is a boutique hotel that is designed with the same southern charm as the neighborhood. It would make for a really unique experience if you want to explore the area while being close to everything that Charleston has to offer. And if you do own a home in Ion, the Inn is a great place for visiting family to stay if you can't find a room in your 5,000 square foot house. Ion is truly an incredible neighborhood packed with really cool amenities unlike any other place in the area. As always, I want to earn your business and be your resource for real estate here in Charleston. My contact information is always in the description down below, so don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.